We have seen that there are more than one tool available for the creation of gradients. This is also true for things like buttons. In this section, we are going to apply a class selector so that a button can apply to more than one item. We're going to use the sidebar buttons and use a site called bestcssbuttongenerator.com to produce those buttons. So locate best CSS button generator.com and start off with a style of button that you're happy with. You can then change your colors with a very similar color picker to before. We can also change font size. Again, don't make them too large that they don't fit within your sidebar. We can change the border radius and the border size. And we can generate a text shadow. Mousing over will let you test what your button looks like. When you're happy, click on the Get CSS code, which should say Code Copied to Clipboard, and then switch back to Expression. And this time, we're going to add this new code at the very end of the style section. So go to the very last item that was added, outside of the curly bracket, but before the closing style tag. Leave a gap and then edit and paste. So we have a new class called .myButton, which has a style for active, a style for hover, and a normal style. We can then go to one of our list items, for example, About Us. Notice LI is highlighted. And we can then apply the My Button style. Go to Location and apply the My Button style. Notice that class MyButton has been attached as a parameter inside the LI list item tag. So an alternative way to do this in order form is to click inside the tag in the coding part, press space, and then class. And the only class we have available at the moment is MyButton. So it's probably easier to click on a tag and then apply styles, but this has the same effect as typing class equals my button in the coding section. Now, as you can see, there's a problem with this, which is that all of these buttons are appearing one after the other. So we want to go and edit or modify this style. We need to go to Layout, and instead of an inline block, we need to change the display to be block. When we apply this, you will see that all the buttons are now one above the other. It will also be helpful if we can have some spacing between the buttons. So we're going to go to Box, and we're going to apply a margin above and below each button. So untick same for all, and then set perhaps 40 pixels from the top for each. And this means that we will have space for a rounded corner and then a gap between each of the buttons. We can check this in the browser. And this will show us our rollover working and the buttons contained inside our aside.